Hello, Internet friends of the Matrix. This is Joanna Brumley coming to you from Neon Frog Productions. Is the world a hologram, and are we living in a simulation? A hologram is a photographic image giving the observer a seemingly three-dimensional view of the represented object. The 3D effect is produced by exposing a photographic recording medium to an interference pattern generated by a coherent beam of light, as from a laser, reflected from the subject interfacing with a beam directly from the source. The full 3D effect requires illumination of the image with coherent light, but less perfect 3D visual effect may also be observed when the hologram is illuminated with white light. The breakdown of the word hologram. Holo or holos, H-O-L-O or H-O-L-O-S, means whole or entire. Gram is a metric measure of mass. It's interesting that the word hollow, H-O-L-L-O-W, is an infilled space, whole, H-O-L-E, lacking in real value, sincerity, or substance, false, or meaningless. Does the universe actually exist? Are we simply living in someone's or something's virtual reality simulator? Our reality we experience as a simulation is not a new theory. In fact, some of the first humans believed we existed in a dream or an illusion, much like our virtual reality experience as a matrix or grid, thus like simulation and holographic. Albert Einstein says that time does not exist. We invented it. So, if time does not exist, then nothing else does either. I understand that the past and the future do not exist, but to rethink that the present also does not exist is very hard to comprehend. Take black holes, for instance. Before Stephen Hawking died, he explained that all information that has been lost has fell into a black hole. The information inside that black hole is projected on the edge of it, called the horizon, in a hologram. However, some scientists say that gravity in a black hole is so strong that not even light can escape. If an object or thought fell into a black hole, would there be any remains? If you fell into a black hole, would evidence that you existed come out as ashes? At one point, Hawking said that black holes eventually run out of energy and die, thus making all information stored inside lost. But we now know that theory goes against the grain of the laws of quantum mechanics. Information cannot be lost. So every thought that has ever been thought and the wallet you lost 20 years ago also could possibly be stored somewhere, possibly in a black hole. If we are living in a computer-programmed like reality, we may sometimes be able to receive clues that we are. That overwhelming feeling that we've lived in a situation or scenario before called déjà vu could be an actual glitch in a grid or matrix changing the variable and reprogramming the alternative world that branches off. This to me sounds like a pattern of fractal geometry, a topic I hope to discuss later in another video. Here's another spin on the holographic universal hypothesis. How does this simulation correspond with the round or flat Earth theory? I'll let you decide. A universe with gravity can be explained by a quantum theory in fewer dimensions using a mathematical tool in strange curved spaces. New evidence suggests that the holographic principle can be held in flat spaces too. Our universe could be two-dimensional, appearing three-dimensional, just like a hologram. At first glance, there is no doubt that the universe looks three-dimensional, but theoretical physicists in the last couple of decades is challenging this assumption. What we see as three-dimensional may just be the image of two-dimensional processes on a very large horizon in the cosmos. However, until now, the holographic principle observed by scientists suggests that it also holds a flat spacetime. From a macro and micro breakdown, we know that matter is spinning at certain energetic levels to which makes up objects, all things in nature, and sentient beings. The holographic principle then therefore proves that what we touch and feel is mostly empty space and that our senses deceive us. What the holographic principle is saying is that since our senses to touch, hear, see, taste, and smell are nothing more than energetic sensory perceptions giving our brains a direct signal to correspond to what we're thinking, thus creating simulated results. To live life within the five sensory perception, the mere idea that it is not real is hard for one to grasp. If the universe is a hologram and we are living in a simulation, who created this simulation? Could it be our future selves? And what does all this mean? Will we eventually have the ability to move and manipulate matter into whatever we want and create worlds to which we want to live in? Or, as our consciousness evolves, will we be able to collapse the grids of the hologram to which everything ends and fades to black? In other words, will we be the glitch in the matrix and set ourselves free?